We'd like to thank His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj for sharing with us such a heartfelt, amazing realization. And we're going to come to the next part of the function, the ceremony. So what's going to happen next is Prabhu, when he comes back here, he will read out the names of 3 individual initiates. So when you hear your name called out, then you have to come forward in that order. And if any of the parents of those initiates are here, we would like them also to come forward so they can give blessings. So it may be a little tricky because we're quite limited for space, but you'll have to just bear with us. So Prabhu will read out the names of 3 initiates, and we ask them to come forward and offer their obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, then go and offer obeisances to the deities, and then offer obeisances to His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj. And if any of the parents are here, they can also come forward and give their blessings to their children who are taking initiation today. So what will happen next is all the first initiates, they will be coming up to take their vows and get their spiritual names and get their chanting beads. And then after that, Prabhu will read out the names of the second initiate. So when he reads out your name, or if you're a second initiate, then we just humbly ask you to stand up, so then everyone can see who you are, and we can acknowledge that. And then after that, we'll have the fire yajna, and then after the yajna is completed, then there will be prasadam served at 1:30 for all the devotees, and all the second initiates, then they should come by 4 o'clock upstairs outside Srila Prabhupada's darshan room, and then from 4:30 onwards, then Maharaj will be giving them Gayatri Mantra. So that will be the schedule, and thank you so much for bearing with us. I know it's very cramped here. The Haveli is not quite ready yet, but close association of Vaishnavas is very good. His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vaishnava Sangha Vaishnava Seva ki jai. So I'll just ask Prabhu if you could read out the names of 3 initiates. When you hear your names called out, if you could count in that order, whichever name is called first. If any of the parents are here, of those particular initiates, if they could come forward as well. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
And as Guruma Prabhu has explained the rules so nicely, if anyone spaces out, they'll be in big trouble. Okay, so yeah, in 3s, and the parents come please as well. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. The first 3 fortunate souls today are Vishal Merai, Prachi Jeva Reka, and Aditya Garg. All from Bhaktivedanta Manor.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Gurudev, I vow to chant at least 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mantra every day, and to follow the four regulative principles, namely no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no consumption of meat, fish, or eggs.
And to be servant of the servant of Srila Prabhupada.
And to be the servant of the servant of Srila Prabhupada in his ISKCON movement.
On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it is my honor to offer you the name Radhanath Gopal Das.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. I vow to follow the four regulative principles: no late eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex. I promise to chant the 16 rounds daily on my beads, and I promise to serve in the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mode of servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very happy to give you the name Prema Rasika Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. I vow to chant minimum of 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every single day for the rest of my life. I vow to follow the four regulative principles, namely no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. I also vow to serve to propagate the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mood of a humble servant of the servant.
Thank you, Prabhu. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we offer you the name Ananda Madhava Das.
Hare Krishna, Jai to those three wonderful Vaishnavas. And just to mention, there is no need, going from Prabhupada to Radha Gokulananda, there is no need to chant the whole Brahma Samhita on the way. So the next three devotees, we have our Bhavna Patel, William Clark, and Meera Gajar. Hare.
no illicit sex. I also will take a vow to chant minimum of 16 rounds daily for the rest of my life and assist in Srila Prabhupada's movement in the humble mode of a servant of the servant of the servant. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guru Maharaj, for accepting.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very, very grateful to offer you the name Raja Rati Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna.
I vow to chant 16 rounds minimum daily of the Maha Mantra. I vow to follow the four Radhanath principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. And I vow to be the servant of the servant of the servant, the devotees, and in Srila Prabhupada's movement.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it is my happiness to offer you the name Venu Gopal Das.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
I vow to chant a minimum of 16 rounds a day of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And I vow to maintain the 3 regulative principles. So not to eat meat, fish or eggs. To no gambling, no intoxication and no illicit sex. And I also vow to spend the rest of my life aspiring to be the servant of the servant of Prabhupada's movement.
On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very honored to give you the name Madhuri Manjari Devi Das.
Madhuri Manjari Devi Dasi ki.
Hare Krishna. Wonderful. I thought actually Madhuri Manjari was changing the rules there. I thought she said 3 regular principles, but she did go on to list the 4, so we hope there was no subtlety in hoping it's going to be reduced to 3 or something.
Yes, sir.
Next we have, and again, these are all from...
As your GBC, he needs to clarify this.
I was thinking of making 5 more. Okay. Okay, the next 3, and they're all from Bhaktivedanta Manor. Here's a name for somebody who's going to take initiation. Shiva Ram Krishnan Ramadurai, Sumitra Kanan, and Nikhil Mittal.
Hare Krishna
front of all the Vaishnavas on this auspicious day, I vow that I follow all the regulative principles, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. And I take the vow that I chant minimum 16 rounds Hare Krishna Mahamantra on the beats every day till end of my life. And I take a vow that I sincerely serve Srila Prabhupada mission, all the Vaishnavas in the mode of servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our disciplic succession, I'm honored to give you the name Sridhar Govinda Das.
Sridhar Govinda Das ki.
You can say Jai very enthusiastically and loudly, please.
Hare Krishna Guru, my dear Guru Maharaj, in this auspicious occasion and in front of all the Vaishnavas, I take a vow to chant minimum Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 rounds every day throughout my life, and also I take a vow to follow all the 4 regulative principles such as no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling, and no intoxication. And also I would serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada sincerely from my heart in the mood of humbleness of servant of the servant. Hare Krishna.
Very well done. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very honored to give you the name Supriya Gopi Devi Dasi.
Supriya Gopi Devi Das again.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances in your lotus feet. On this auspicious day, on behalf of the Lordship, on behalf of Prabhupada, on behalf of all the senior Vaishnavas, my mentor, I'm taking a vow that throughout my life, I chant minimum 16 rounds without fail and will follow the 4 regulative principle of no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. And with the best of my capacity, I'll serve the mission of Prabhupada in the mood of a servant, of a servant, of a servant, of a servant.
Thank you, Prabhu. On behalf of our founder, Acharya Srila Prabhupada, and our Guru Parampara, it's my honor to give you the name Nitai Prana Das.
Nitai Prana Das again.
Jai, Hare Krishna. And I think we can forgive Supriya Gopi Devi Dasi for forgetting one of the regulative principles. It's simply because she does not know what intoxication is. And the next 3 wonderful souls. We have Tanu Shri Mittal, Jaiti Amin, and Krishna Patel.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Today, on this auspicious occasion, in front of Shri Radha Gokulanand, Shri Ram, Sita, Lakshman, Hanumanji, Shri Gauranitai, Srila Prabhupada, yourself, and all the Vaishnavas, I take the vow to chant minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily for whole of my life. I also take the vow that I will follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. I will also try to assist you to best of my capability to spread the fruits of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of humble servant of the servant of servant. Please bless this fallen soul so that I can fulfill these vows. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it's my honor to give you the name Taruni Gopika Devi Dasi.
Taruni Gopika Devi Dasi Ke.
Do you already get dust from the lotus feet of your family? Very good. Thank you. I know her since she's this big. I used to play with her. Very well, please.
I'd like to chant a minimum of 16 rounds of Maha Mantra every day and to follow the 4 regulative principles, namely no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, and no illicit sex, and to follow Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mode of servant for servant.
Thank you very much. Very proud of you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it is my joy to give you the name Jai Kumari Devi.
Jai Kumari Devi Dasi Ke.
Your daughter, that you'll look after her as well. Okay. Next we have, again from Bhaktivedanta Manor, we have Nirmala Patel, Sonal Patel, and Gita Sangani. Haribo.
Hare Krishna Gurudev, I promise to chant 16 rounds daily rest of my life, minimum 16 rounds, and I will follow 4 regulative principles, which is no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. And I shall serve Prabhupada's mission in the mood of the mood of the mood of the servant of the mood of the mood. I shall serve Prabhupada's mission in the mood in the servant of the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant. Sorry, Gurudev. I seek your blessing.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, honor to give you the name Nandarani Gopi Devi Dasi.
Nandarani Gopi Devi Dasi Ke!
Dear Guru Maharaj, sorry I'm unable to sit. Thank you for everything you do for so many of us to guide us on our spiritual path. I vow to chant 16 rounds of the Maha Mantra daily on my japa beads. I promise to follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and no gambling. And I promise to sincerely and enthusiastically serve in the mood of the servant in Srila Prabhupada's mission. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it is my honor to offer you the name Tulasi Sundari Devi Dasi.
Tulasi Sundari Devi Dasi Ke!
Thank you very much for accepting me. In front of everybody, all the patients, deities, not a good commander. I was about 16 months sincerely for the rest of my life. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. Thank you for planting the seed of that in my heart. And I'll sincerely strive to be the servant of the servant of the servant to serve Sri Prabhupada's mission.
Thank you. We believe you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it's my joy to offer you the name Gaurangi Leela Devi Dasi.
Gaurangi Leela Devi Dasi Ke!
Yes, that was a wonderful group for expressing being the servant of the servant of the servant. I think Nandarani Gopi, even though she got them in the wrong sequence, she said servant and mood more than anybody else, so that was absolutely fantastic. And that concludes the first initiates today from Bhaktivedanta Manor. So now we move on to, just down the road, ISKCON London. And the 3 we have are, even though the font is size 20, I still need my glasses. I thought I was getting younger. Okay, we have 3. Deval Dattani, Pushpa Rajani, and Anita Parekh. Haribo.
Krishna Guru Maharaj. Thank you for accepting me in this wonderful parampara and Srila Prabhupada, connecting us to Srila Prabhupada and Lord Krishna. In this assembly of wonderful Vaishnavas, I vow to chant minimum 16 rounds on the Japa bead every day throughout my life. And I also vow to follow the 4 regulative principles, which is no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. I also vow to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada with full enthusiasm and full dedication, and the mood of the servant of the servant of the servant. And thank you very much for everything which you do for us. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our disciplic succession, I am honored to give you the name Dayal Chaitanya Das.
Dayal Chaitanya Das again!
Guru Maharaj. I vow to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra on my beat every day, and I vow to follow 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. And I vow to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission and his devotees in the mood of servant of the servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our worshipable acharyas, I'm very honored to offer you the name Prema Vilasini Devi Das.
Prema Vilasini Devi Dasi ke!
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances unto your lotus feet. Today I take oath to chant regularly every single day rest of my life, and I also take oath to follow 4 regulative principles, being no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. Also, I take oath to participate and serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in the best possible way, in the humble mood of servant of servant of servant. I also take oath to chant regularly 16 rounds regularly every single day rest of my life.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to offer you the name Ananda Rani Devi Dasi.
Anandarani Devi Dasi ke!
Hare Krishna. And nice that Anandarani Devi Dasi clarified that it was 16 rounds a day. And that was a parentless group, so it was nice and quick. Okay, next, and that was ISKCON London. Now we do a combination of ISKCON Brighton and ISKCON Birmingham. And the 3 that we have are Linda Christina, Vanita Patel, and Christina Timamane.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
I'm about to chant 16 rounds every day for the rest of my life. Follow the 4 regulative principles, which are no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. And to follow the mission of Srila Prabhupada, in the mood of being the servant of the servant of the servant. With your blessing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it's my honor to offer you the name Lalita Madhavi Devi Dasi.
Lalita Madhavi Devi Dasi ke!
Guru Maharaj, I offer my humble obeisances unto you and Srila Prabhupada and all the Vaishnava assembled here. I take the vows today to follow the 4 regulative rules, which is no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. And I promise I take the vow to chant minimum 16 rounds for the rest of my life.
Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our disciplic succession, I'm very happy to offer you the name Raja Kirti Devi Dasi.
Raja Kirti Devi Dasi ke!
Krishna Guru Maharaj, my all obeisances to you, to Srila Prabhupada and all the Vaishnavas here. Today I take a vows to chant at least 16 rounds minimum of Mahamantra every day, to follow 4 regulated principles such as no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and assist in a movement of Srila Prabhupada as a servant of a servant of a servant.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it's my honor to offer you the name Kumari Priya Devi Dasi.
Jai, Hare Krishna. In that small group there were 2 Christinas, going from Christina to Krishna. So. Next we have ISKCON Manchester and 1 from ISKCON Leicester and then more from ISKCON Leicester. Now we have Shamsi Vahadat, Thomas Trukshinas and Amit Shah.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Follow four regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. I take vow to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day on Japa Mala. I also take a vow to remain faithful to the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mode of servant of Srila.
Srila Prabhupada and our disciplic succession of acharyas. It is my honor to offer you the name Subhadra Leela Devi Dasi.
Subhadra Leela Devi Dasi, yeah!
Hare Krishna, my beloved Guru Maharaj, on this auspicious Ekadashi day and in the front of the deities, your Srila Prabhupada and all the senior Vaishnavas, I make a vow to chant at least 16 rounds daily of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and I also vow to follow all four regulative principles throughout my life, which are no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, no meat eating, ex officio. In front of your eyes, for the rest of my life, I want to serve the mission, you, Srila Prabhupada and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's missions in the mood of servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very happy to give you the name Tota Gopinath Das.
Tota Gopinath Prabhu Ke!
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble obeisances, noble to the people of Srila Prabhupada. I vow to follow the four regulative principles, namely no intoxication, no illicit sex, no meat eating, no gambling. I vow to chant a minimum of 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily, and vow to also propagate the mission of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In the mood of servant of a servant of a servant. Please bless me, Maharaj, the same qualification I really have. And I've got 2 daughters as well. They're not present here, but please bless them as well so they can serve in the same mood too.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prabhu. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to offer you the name Ananda Hari Das.
Ananda Haridas Prabhu Ke!
Jai Hari Bol. Actually, we're in a very privileged position here because when Radhanath Maharaj is giving the new name to the disciples, we get to see their reaction. And I just have to say that, I think we got the most blissful smile so far from Subhadra Leela Devi Dasi. Fantastic. Okay, the next 3 to come forward, please, are Barbara Pasquinini, Amisha Singapuri, and Geeta Negler, please. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for accepting me. And today I vow to chant at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra daily. And I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles, namely no eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. And I also vow to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in the mode of the servant of the servant. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very honored to give you the name Braja Devi Devi Dasi.
Braja Devi Devi Dasi Ke!
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you for giving us your shelter. I vow to chant at least 16 rounds of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles, namely no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. And I vow to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission of ISKCON in the mood of a humble servant of the servant of the servant.
Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I am honored to give you the name Ananga Sundari Devi Dasi.
Ananda Sundari Devi Dasi Ke!
accept my humble obeisances. I take a vow to chant a minimum of 16 rounds every day for the rest of my life. I take a vow to follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. And also take a vow to assist the mission of Srila Prabhupada in the mode of servant of serving the servant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our worshipable acharyas, I am honored to offer you the name Gokuleshwari Devi Dasi.
Gokuleshwari Devi Dasi,
And all of those devotees are from ISKCON Leicester, as are the next two. And I guess I should just throw in here that when the devotees are saying, the 4 regulative principles, no meat eating, that does include fish and eggs, just in case you're not aware of that. Okay, the next 3 devotees, 2 from ISKCON Leicester, and then 1 from ISKCON Crawley. And we have Maya Shah, Lakshmi Singh, and Saroj Nai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
I vow to chant a minimum 16 rounds daily of Mahamantra. I vow to follow the 4 regulative principles, namely no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling, no meat eating, which includes fish and eggs. I promise to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission with love and enthusiasm in the mood of a servant of a
But I want all the others to come back.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, I'm very happy to offer you the name Madana Priya Devi Dasi.
Madana Priya Devi Dasi,
Thank you for taking so much trouble to come.
Thank you for giving me the blessing, Mother.
Our health is not good. Everyone, please offer prayers to Radha Gokulananda.
Maharaj, thank you for giving me the shelter so that I can serve Srila Prabhupada in his missions. And I like to humbly serve
as the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. And I will continue chanting 16 rounds and obeying 4 regulative principles. Not taking intoxications, meat eating, opposite sex, and
Thank you very much. Put this on her. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, very honored to offer you the name Lalita Gopika Devi Dasi.
Lalita Gopika Devi Dasi ke.
Thank you for accepting me, Guru. I vow to chant minimum 16 rounds daily. I vow to take the 4 regulative principles: no music sex, no gambling, no intoxication, and no meat eating fish or eggs. And I vow to read Srila Prabhupada's books regularly, daily, and to be a humble, sincere servant to the best of my knowledge, to serve Srila Prabhupada's mission in being a servant of a servant of a servant.
Thank you. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our disciplic succession, I'm very happy to offer you the name Shri Devi Gopi Devi Dasi.
Shri Devi Gopi Devi Dasi ke.
Haribol, Jai. And now the way the numbers work out, the last 2 groups will be groups of 2. And the next 2, please, from the first one from ISKCON Canterbury is Chloe Rowlands, and the second one from ISKCON Budapest is Agnes Bacconi. Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I vow to chant at least 16 rounds of the Maha Mantra every day. and to follow the 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. And I also vow to try best I can to assist Prabhupada's mission by being the humble servant of the Son and the Son and the devotees.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, it is my honor to offer you the name Chitra Leela Devi Das.
Chitra Leela Devi Das ki jai!
Hare Krishna Maharaj, thank you for accepting me. I won't follow the 4 regulative principles: eating meat, eating no meat, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. I want to chant minimum 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra every day. I aspire to be the servant of the servant of the servant in Srila Prabhupada and your mission.
That was very nice. Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, we're very happy to offer you the name Ananda Saki Devi Das.
Ananda Saki Devi Das ki jai!
That was a little worrying because Ananda Saki did actually write them down. Of course, she's from Hungary. So. And the final 2 of first initiates. Could we have Abhinav Bharti? And I have to say, this is the best name to be giving up at initiation than I have ever read out or even known before. Could we have coming forward Peter Gottfried?
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my attitude. I vow to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra on my Ekadashi daily for the rest of my life. I vow to follow 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. I also vow to serve to mission of Srila Prabhupada and devotees in the mood of servant of servant of servant of servant.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our line of disciplic succession, I'm very happy to offer you the name Ananda Sindhu Das.
Ananda Sindhu Das again!
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I'm a little nervous also. I'm very happy to be here. I want to take the vow of following the 4 regulative principles, which are no meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, and no gambling. Also, I will chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 rounds daily minimum. And I also want to be a proper servant in the mission of Srila Prabhupada, in the mood of being the servant of the servant of the servant. Please help me to make progress in Krishna consciousness.
Thank you very much. Thank you. On behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our beloved acharyas of the Guru Parampara, it's my honor to offer you the name Prema Ananda Gopal Das.
Prema Ananda Gopal Das.
I should have mentioned that those 2 devotees, Ananda Sindhu Prabhu and Prema Ananda Gopal Prabhu, are both from ISKCON, Austria, just to mention. And I guess in German it probably is Mr. Gottfried. Okay, so what we read out.
So the next part of the ceremony is Prabhu Prabhu. We will ask you to call out the names of the second initiates that are here, and we will, at that time, can those initiates whose names are called out stand up and then sit down after, so we can see who you all are. So then we can get you ready for some deity worship on the altar.
For evening arti tonight. And maybe when I read out the names, as I read it, if those devotees would stand up, and then we'll have a big Haribol and round of applause at the end, rather than for each one, yeah. So if we could stand up and stay standing. And these devotees, of course, they were first initiated a year or more ago, and they continued the process very nicely, a nice inspiration to all the new initiates today. So here are the devotees in line now for receiving Gayatri Mantra. From ISKCON Bhaktivedanta Manor, Ananda Kumar Prabhu. Yes. What was that about at the end? Okay. What was that about following instruction and initiative? Okay. No, it's fine. Yeah, sure. Madhava Kumari Devidasi. Sadbhuj Chaitanya Prabhu. Ishwari Sita Devidasi. Bhagavatananda Prabhu. Hemangi Priya Devidasi. Yamuna Bihari Prabhu. Sachi Rani Devi Dasi. Krishna Leela Prabhu. Bal Nimai Prabhu. And Venu Vilas Prabhu. And now from ISKCON London we have Prana Sakshi Devi Dasi. Chandra Chaitanya Prabhu. Radha Govinda Prabhu. And from ISKCON Birmingham we have Parameshwara Chaitanya Prabhu. And Hema Rupini Devi Dasi. And from ISKCON Manchester we have Damodar Vilas Prabhu. Ujvala Mani Devi Dasi. And Prema Datri Devi Dasi. And finally, last but not least, from ISKCON Leicester we have Yamuna Bhakti Devi Dasi. And Karuna Chaitanya Prabhu. And thus ends the second initiation list.